I'm Victoria Jane, and this is GigPigs from the studio, and I'm currently sat with the superstar that is RIYA.
Thank you.
You're giving superstar energy.
Thank you.
How did you come up with this outfit? Because I just love it.
Oh, thanks. I am obsessed with paisley prints.
Oh, right.
I'm not gonna lie, like a little bit of a jumka action.
Oh, yeah.
I love fashion.
Oh,
So
I can tell.
in the morning, it's the first thing that gets me up and gets me feeling good.
Yeah.
Is when I put my outfit together and I'm like, ready to go.
I love that. I love that. That kind of like makes you though.
Yeah. I think it's a big part of just me as a personality. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I wanted to jump straight into like how you started off in music. What was it like growing up, and how did you first fall in love with music and being an artist and doing what you do?
I've been singing for as long as I can remember. I started producing my own work and starting like my songwriting journey after college. Took some time out, taught myself how to write and produce because I knew exactly what kind of sound I wanted to make, and I didn't want to have to rely on anybody to make my opportunities happen.
I love that.
So I kind of just got stuck with it, and then from there it's been a whirlwind to say the least. But yeah, My Look My Way was my debut single, and it had like a viral moment, which was insane.
Well done.
Just before the pandemic. Great timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, all my songs are written and produced by yours truly.
Which is just so amazing. Like,
Thanks.
honestly, round of applause for being
Thank
a female
you.
producer.
I know, please, we need more.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, like you said, you've had such a journey, but you are obviously still at the start. There's so much more still to come. But for people who don't know about your sound, how would you describe it?
Oh, it's a hard question for me because I'd say predominantly pop. I love pop music. Grown up on it.
Who's some of your favourites, actually?
Oh, this is the worst question ever. This is like the most difficult question to answer. I think I take inspiration from lots of different people, and it depends on what aspect of music we're talking about. For example, like if I'm live performing, acoustic sets, I always take reference from the likes of Adele because her performance is just so stunning when she's just with a piano. And if I'm performing like a bigger crowd, for instance, I was doing Headingley Stadium with BBC Introducing, and that was like 30,000 people,
crazy.
Which was wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So for that, I took reference from like Ariana Grande because I've seen her live, and it's just the energy.
It's mad.
It's insane.
Very mad.
I've forgotten the question.
So it kind of just depends, really.
Yeah, it depends on what part of music I'm taking inspiration from. It's too many to name.
It's too many to name. But I feel like in your music, you can hear that you have so many different influences. And yeah, I feel like you can. And I wanted to ask about your songwriting process. How do you go about writing a song? Are you more of a freestyler? Do you prefer to collaborate more with other people? Or?
At the moment, it's been very much a one-woman show. It's been me. I normally write the hook first. Usually that's what happens, but it's different with every song, right? Like sometimes a melody can inform the song, and sometimes a lyric will spark the song, and sometimes a beat will make you want to write something specific to that song. So the last few releases I did, they were all based off well-known sayings or aphorisms, and I wanted to create a storyline running through the singles. So I was being really intentional with my lyrics and my songwriting process. So it generally tends to be me in the studio kind of holed up and
I love that.
Just focused and creating. So like Permission is based off the saying, it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission, which I heard that for the first time and I was like, that's so much to unpack. That needs to be a hook.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. Then the follow-up to that, that was about a woman who has gone through a tumultuous relationship, and following from that, she writes, don't have the time, because you don't have to give your time, space and energy to people who don't deserve it. So that's on like a sassy, percussive beat. And then we followed up with Eye for an Eye, which is based on the saying, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Have you not heard that? No. Okay, because I heard that and I was like, because she wants revenge, she's been wronged, but then she realizes an eye for an eye will only make the world blind. So that's been really exciting. And then the latest release is Fear of Failure, which is all about just taking control of your life, not fearing failure, and going for your dream, which is kind of where I'm at right now.
Very empowering.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, how easy is it for you to like be vulnerable when you're writing this? Because all of these things that you're writing about are very
personal.
very personal things, and it's not something that's just very like easy to write down and easy to actually perform.
I think for me, I always find it very, very exciting when I can relate to something I've written, because if I can even touch or impact one other person and they can feel like, oh, I've been through something similar and this made me feel a certain way, that just makes me really excited. And that's kind of why I love music, because sometimes it can explain emotions that we can't even comprehend. You know, you can listen to a song or a piece of music and be like, oh wow, that hit the spot. Like that's it. That's it. So for me, I don't come from it from a place of fear at all. It's more like very inspiring if you could get that idea and form it into words.
As a female artist, as a female producer, the industry can be a challenging one. I mean, how have you found navigating it as a woman in the music industry?
I've been really, really blessed. Like, my focus has always been the art. I try my level best not to concentrate or think about the other things, because those just happen and they kind of fall into place. The stars seem to align. Like, my biggest opportunities have happened when I've really just put all my energy and focus onto writing music that I'm proud of, putting it out there, and then the rest just comes. So it's something that I'm very lucky at the moment. I'm just focus on the work, focus on the art, don't think about anything else too much.
Which is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Anyway. What's been one of your like favourite ever experiences performing?
Oh my God. I'd have to say Headingley Stadium. It was wild. It was so fun, because I was like, this is what Beyonce feels like, or this is what Ariana Grande feels like. Like, when you've got 30,000 people in the audience and they've all got their cameras out and the lights are flashing, the energy is inexplicable. And we went all out. Like, I had a choreographer and a dancer, and I'd done some little bits on a couple of the songs.
How did you not get out of breath?
So much practice, you know, for like 3 months beforehand. Like, as soon as I booked it, I was running on the treadmill because I'd seen it on, you know, Beyonce's her biopic, what she's got on Netflix. She runs and she sings, and so does like Taylor Swift. So I was like, I'm gonna run and sing, and that helps.
Oh
like, I built my stamina up over like 1 or 2 or 3 months, and then I was kind of ready, so I didn't have to think about too much when I was on stage. It was just about
that's so good though,
enjoying the moment.
I feel like even just talking to you can really tell how much music means to you and how much you want this and take it so seriously.
Oh, for sure.
And I feel like when you're determined like that, you're gonna get far, which is why you probably got so far already.
Thank you. That's too kind.
I mean, what's to come for you? Like, what are some of the things you hope to do this year?
I've got some really exciting stuff coming already, actually. I just went on ITV, which was wild. That was my first TV debut. Amazing. That was literally last week.
What was that experience like?
Amazing. Elaine Wilcox, she was the kindest and most amazing presenter or interviewer that I could have asked for. She made me feel really comfortable. But it was really cool. Like, it was, again, one of those like tick box moments, because TV feature was always something that I thought I would love to do, and I adored it. So on to the next, to be honest. But in terms of live performance, in a few weeks I'm performing Bridgewater Hall.
Amazing.
It's really exciting.
Stunning venue. Wow.
Acoustics.
Gosh, can people go and get tickets for that?
Yeah. It's on their website. It's on the 4th of March. So that's what I'm preparing for at the moment. And I'm doing an opera piece in that as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I'm trained in opera and classical singing.
That's insane. I didn't realise that.
Oh, yeah.
You taught me something new about you.
Yeah, no, I've trained in opera and theatre, because it's easy to go from opera to pop, harder to go
it's
from
harder
pop
to go
opera.
to. I've heard that before.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's, when you talked about like influences, like that's also influenced my music. It's just like an amalgamation of everything I've heard or experienced goes into my music. So that's going to be really fun. I've got 2 pop singles, like my original tracks that I'm performing, and then 1 beast of an opera track. So that's going to be really, really fun. And then we've got new music coming very soon, and videos, and it's just all very exciting.
Oh, it's so exciting. I can see you're just like
buzzing.
Of energy.
I'm excited.
And you know, like, obviously you did the tick box of the TV moment. What are some other moments that you really are on your like tick list?
Madison Square Garden.
Oh wow, okay.
Dream big, work harder.
Yeah. I can imagine that.
Like, I want to sell out my own stadium shows. I will not stop until I'm selling out my own stadium shows. That's where the kind of focus is at the moment.
And you will do
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
You will,
Why not?
literally.
And anyone can. Just
Yeah.
dream big and work
I love
hard.
the determination.
Yeah,
I do.
thanks.
And I'm going to ask you this last question.
Yeah.
So, what is one thing that you can't live without being on your rider? So, something that you have to have it at the show.
Water.
Well, okay, yeah. Okay.
That's it. I take my own because I don't rely on anyone.
You?
Oh,
Okay.
100%. I've never requested anything on a rider, to be honest. Because I always, as you can tell, I come prepared. I come with everything stacked, stocked, ready to go.
I love that.
But like, I'm very strict on myself when it comes to shows and performing. So when I do have a big venue or a small venue, it's just any performance, like I keep my water completely round the clock.
Yeah.
Keep myself hydrated and trying to
should.
avoid cheeses, chocolates, dairy, that kind of thing. So I'm like very intense.
You know yourself, and you know
exactly. I know what makes my throat kind of feel a bit mucky or not nice, so I'll avoid that. So I have to come very specifically prepared because I don't want to ask someone for like celery and apple juice. That's not going to go down well. So
it's good that you ask for water because it's always it should always be.
I'm hoping that's like a easy thing to source.
Oh, well, I'm so excited to see your journey.
Thank you.
And it's just like exciting to hear. I'm excited to hear your session.
Thanks.
I was going to ask actually, RIYA, where does the name come from?
It's really strange that you ask because RIYA actually means graceful singer in Hindi.
Oh, really?
Which is really strange.
Oh my gosh.
Because I didn't know.
That is insane.
No,
Did your parents?
I don't think so. I think it was it feels like one of those destiny moments because I only found out in school when we had to research our name for a project.
No way, that's crazy.
So I went back and I was like Googling and I was like, wait, what?
That is...
Because by that time I was sure that I was pursuing music, like I wanted to do this full time. And it was like, wow, that's weird.
That is so mad. It's meant to be.
It is. That's why I was like, stage name.
It's meant to
RIYA,
be.
for sure.
Well, I'm so excited to see and hear everything that's coming from
Thank
you
you
this year. Make sure you check out RIYA's From the Studio session.